initial impression of the NAEP report this week, the National Assessment of Educational Progress. As a leading public health figure in the country, what was your takeaway from it? What should the public health community's lessons learned be?
Yeah, so let's talk about what we know. There were obviously substantial learning losses because, based on all the data we have, because of the fact that we did not have in-person education for many schools. And when the president took over as president in January of 2021, less than half of schools in America were open to full-time in-person education. Within months, I mean, the president made a commitment, and within months, basically every school, more than 99% of schools, were open to in-person education. So this president has been very, very clear that in-person education, in-person full-time education is the best form of education. And the administration has been committed to it. We did a whole series of things to make that happen, prioritized teachers getting vaccinated, made sure there was funding for schools for testing, for improving indoor air quality. So the major lesson out of that is, I think if you're committed to keeping schools open, you can do it with the right tools. You just need leadership, and that's what this president has demonstrated. Obviously, those learning losses are important. We've got to do everything we can to help kids catch up, to learn, to, basically, if learning losses were because of lack of in-person education, in-person education, then we're going to have to, continue to work on after school and summer schools and all the things that education experts, which I'm not an education expert, have been saying we need to do to help kids catch up.
Do you think the public health community has learned how it might advise the country going forward about this issue?
Well, there's no monolithic. So I was, by fall of 2020, pretty vociferously arguing that we needed to get kids back in school. I think there were many of us in the public health community who were arguing for in-person education as safe, doable, really useful for children. There is not one single view, but I think there is no question about it. Many of us believed from relatively early in the pandemic that it was really important for kids to have in-person education and advocated for it. Obviously, I was advocating as an outside, as an academic expert. And then the president was very clear about it from the day he stepped into office.